Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. Had a quick interruption there. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. We're going to go ahead and get started. We got a couple cool, awesome announcements tonight. I am flying solo this evening. We have a special guest join us for a little while, but Arno could not make it tonight. So tonight it is a one-man show, but that's all right. We'll make the best of it. We'll make it work. Couple things I wanted to touch on just before we really get too crazy into Shadow and what has been happening and where we are and where we're going. I always like to take a look at the charts and the price action. So I'm going to take myself out of the equation. Go ahead and pull the charts up here and just make sure we get a good in-depth look at what's happening. Give me 2 seconds here. There we go. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening, and I know I am. I'm excited for our Tuesday show. So, over the last week, we've had a little bit of an interesting time, right? Our charts have kind of gone down, gone up. We've done a lot of consolidation. We've seen some major sells. We've seen some major buys. And I know there's been some questions of the community of like, man, what is happening? What's going on with our charts? What's going on with the price action? Well, I want to kind of bring that into the fold here tonight and really just kind of show you guys what's happening. So, first thing we're going to look at is BNB, right? And if you look right now, we're trending at the 406076 line. It's incredibly healthy. We'll go down here and we'll grab our good old MACD indicator. Boom. If you guys look right here, we're actually trending for a breakout. I know you guys saw a graph and a chart that went live on my Twitter and a couple of other people's as well. It was in the main Telegram chat, and it showed you guys we were primed for a breakout. And that is because of this little period right here in the center of the chart that you've seen is this constant consolidation, right? Where, we consolidate, we trend, we get a good buy, we trend up a little bit higher, get a couple sells, come back down to a normal level, and we keep trending. That is the indication of a very healthy chart. So I want everyone to know things are great with Shido. Liquidity is still growing. We're getting the people who aren't a long-term envision with the project out early, which is great. We're getting an opening a new opportunity for new buyers to come in and buy that position and hold that floor. And for those of us that are long-term holders, we know what's coming. So we're doing good. We're doing great. I want to show everyone the BNB chart, and we are going to take a look over here at the Ethereum chart as well. You guys can see the exact same thing happening over here. You go ahead and actually move this one to the, well, we'll keep it on the 15-minute. That's a good indicator. Let's grab the MACD. Boom. And you guys can see the same thing happening here, right? We're trending up for a reversal. You can start to see right here we got positive buy action coming in on the chart. The selling pressure is dissipating. The buying pressure is taking over, and we're moving up for a breakout. So I would expect to see our charts continue to rise over the next couple days. Obviously, anything can happen. We could have a sell-off. Somebody could sell, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ethereum, 5, 10, 11 BNB, and we could have a little retracement. But that is a healthy retracement. That is an opportunity for everybody to get in at a really, really decent price. The other thing I would like to bring attention to as well is the fact that we are, on the Ethereum side, we are back at a $3 million market cap. Over on the BNB side, we are trending just shy of a $3 million market cap at 2.94 billion. So we're looking good. We're looking healthy. Other than that, guys, we go ahead and look at the consolidated price between both chains. We are currently sitting at 406308. So we actually just ticked up a little bit more. You'll see it's going to bounce between the 6.2 and the 6.3 range. We're up 14.53% on the day. Very healthy. Overall volume right now, 158,000. So we're looking good. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in another special guest tonight. We're going to bring Gigs in for a little bit here.
Hey, what's up there, guys? Hold on one second. Let me lower my shit here.
You're good, Ben. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm watching like 3 different games at once, so I'm just going to lower them.
You're good, brother. You're good. Well, welcome. First time on the stream, so it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here.
Right on, man. Right on. So how you feeling about the charts, brother? You feeling good?
Loving it. Feeling really good, really strong about the future, and just holding strong.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, so I was just telling everybody here, when we look at the BNB side, I know, you're big on the BNB side, right? So if you're looking at the chart trending at the 406076 line, we're trending for a breakout. So the buying pressure is superseding the selling pressure, which is a very bullish indicator. Everything is showing we're praying for that breakout, so we're going to take that next step up. We're going to get out of the 6th level and start rising back up towards eating that 0 on both chains. I know everyone wants to see their wallets go back to that point, myself included, but we're going to get there, right? Healthy, slow steps, consolidating along the way, building that price floor and moving higher up. So for those who don't know Gigs, by the way, or Giga, Gigalodon, as I like to joke with him, he is one of our bigger. Actually, he's probably one of the top holders on the BNB chain. So this gentleman here is one of the whales that holds your price floor, and he holds it very well. So give him a lot of love and a lot of support and shout outs in the main Telegram chat. We appreciate what he does for the project. And if we go over and take a look at the Twitter, I did want to throw up a couple things here. Pull that back up. Oh, there we go. So for those who haven't seen, first and foremost, the new UI reveal. I know this has been floating around for a couple days now. This is the new DEX reveal. So super bullish to see the UI coming out, especially as clean and as engaging as that is, man. What did you think, Gigs, when you saw this?
Oh, so pumped. When I saw that, hold on, let me see if I can make this bigger because it's very hard to see. Hold on a second. Let me see. Actually, I don't think I can make it bigger.
Is that looking bigger, or do you want me to?
Well, I'm on my phone. So.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? I was able to make it bigger. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. Now I can see it at 3. I can't see myself, but that's okay. I see me all the time.
There you go. I got you back on the screen.
There we go.
So what are you thinking about that UI?
I'm loving it. It's so professional looking.
Right. You know, and for me, man, you know, when we look at a couple things on it here, and I'll just point them out on the top, right? So you've got the trade option here. We've got the earn option. So I'm assuming that's your staking over here. You've got your multiple bridge right here. We've got an interesting little tab that says more, and I'm not sure what we're going to find there. I'm looking forward to being able to play around and navigate through this. You know, your settings, your Connect wallet capability, your chain shoes right here. But for me, the thing that I really love seeing is basically integrating DEX tools right in the D app. Like, I think that is super bullish to be able to see the chart action right before you even begin to trade. Very easily swap, set your trade limits, your peer-to-peer action, all right here. Just super clean, man. Super clean. You know, and it speaks volumes for our dev when you see something like this come out. I mean, I remember a few weeks ago, and he was telling everybody, hey, we're just now in development. And then less than a week later, it's, hey, the UI is done. Here it is. I mean, that is, to me, that's super bullish.
Yeah, it's a blink of an eye.
Right. I mean, when we have a dev that's just delivering just top-notch quality utility back to back to back, you know, when this bull run hits, you know, and Giga, I'm kind of curious to hear what you think is going to happen. Where do you think we're going to be when the bull run hits? Like, market cap wise, what are you envisioning in the height of that bull run? I'd love to hear that.
Honestly, I mean, just for the fact that I think everybody everywhere is going to just, you know, go to the, well, everyone won't go to the moon, but everyone's going to go straight up pretty much during the bull run because everything's bottomed out right now. But when you have something like this, I mean, 100x would probably be like really, really undercutting it. But I would say somewhere between 100 and 1,000x, because why wouldn't lose 3 zeros?
Dude, that's a super bullish prediction. I love it. But you know, in our little group, when we've always talked about price action and, you know, where we can be with market caps and losing zeros, you know, really because of the limited supply of this particular token and this project, which is something we're going to speak on to a little bit more with this DEX, because we now have a burn mechanism built into this that's going to be burning our own native token. That was revealed last week, so I'm okay to talk about it now. That is insanely bullish, right? We no longer have to just strictly depend on Bjorn burning our supply for us manually. We're going to do it with every buy and sell transaction that takes place on the DEX.
That's tremendous.
It is. And then the other one that I really to me is super bullish, right, is we haven't even begun to get listed on major exchanges, right? We haven't seen the massive buy volume hit this project yet. So when you think about the fact that we're under 100 billion separated on 2 chains, plus there's about 10 billion taken out, for the staking pools on each chain, and we haven't seen the major exchanges even dip their pockets in and buy our supply, or the amount of traffic we're about to attract when this utility goes live. That supply is going to get eaten super fast. I mean, it's going to put a price squeeze that's ridiculous on this token. And then you talk about having a built-in burn mechanism on top of that. I mean, I'll tell you, in my time in crypto, I've never thought I would see a coin actually go to $1 or more. And I've never been more confident in a coin doing that than I am with Shido. You know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, man. When you start to put all the pieces together and you really identify, this dev is delivering, our supply is constantly shrinking, we're pumping out utility that nobody else in the crypto space is even bothering to try to do, and all of that is going to come to a head in the bull market. Man, that's insane.
That's it. We're attacking from every angle. That's the way you have to do it, and Bjorn's definitely doing it.
Now there's one more piece to the puzzle on the DEX that I can't fully speak to yet, but I will tell you, it's going to make every other project in the DeFi space, if they choose to, very, very, very happy. And we're bringing that to the forefront very soon. So it's really cool to be able to do that and focus on burning our supply, lowering our supply, rewarding our investors, especially those that are staking long term. Like, I know you were doing some math in your head on your staking returns. Tell me a little bit about kind of what your plans with staking is. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, how are you going to work your coins and your staking, in your bag in general?
Well, I mean, I'm just basically going to keep turning it back over again. If the first month I make 20 million tokens, next month I might make 20.5 million, then I might make 21, then 22, just because I'm going to keep turning those tokens back over and restaking. So, and it's everything about this, the whole project is just, it's perfect.
No, man, I love what you said there, and I'm going to add something to that, right? So we both came from another project that talked about what they would call the apple tree mantra. And I don't want to use the same verbiage in Shido, but what I would say is encouraging our investors to understand, don't sell your position, don't just sell it flat out and then be done, right? Take small nibbles, right? Take your potential gains wisely, and then equally try not to hurt the project you're in. And to kind of touch on that a little bit, we have a big exchange announcement that's coming. Now, right now, we're on one of the biggest ones out there. This is a huge exchange per volume, and I'm going to kind of show that in a breakdown here. IndoX, currently trading is paused till Thursday, but it will resume on Thursday. IndoX, if we take a look, guys, that's going to feed into the conversation about how to properly take profits and not hurt the DeFi chart. IndoX is trading over $2.5 billion in 24-hour trading volume. In a bear market, guys, 2.5 billion in a bear market. That is insane volume in the current world we live in crypto right now. What do you think about that, Gig? With an exchange doing 2.5 billion in the bear market?
That's super bullish. I mean, nowhere to go but up, really. So
exactly, right. And one thing I want to point with this particular exchange, right? They only have 116 tokens listed. They're number 205 in the market ranking. They have 86,739 weekly visits. Their liquidity ranking is 649, so incredibly healthy. They're down 2.98% today, but they're still trading at 2.5 billion. So when we're talking about taking healthy profits and how to do that without hurting the DeFi chart, so let's go back here, right, and just take a look here. These two big dips right here, this one here and this one here, these could have been completely averted had this investor chosen to move what he or she was about to sell to an exchange. it would not hurt the DeFi chart. One thing that you're going to hear me consistently preach, and I hope that anyone else listening here tonight preaches that same message, is when you're ready to take some profits, especially from staking. If you stake for a full 30 days, take that profit you made from your staking, move that to an exchange and sell it, and don't hurt the DeFi chart. Take responsible profits, but don't hurt the chart that feeds you, right? Because if you're taking it from DeFi, you're tanking the price on DeFi, you're hurting your own bag. If we could be smart about it and move that to an exchange, a centralized exchange, why not use their liquidity instead of using ours? Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And so, when we have exchanges like this, that as a very young project, we're on an exchange doing $2.5 billion in trading volume. And come on. We are a very new product, 5 months old, and we're on IndoX. What I will tell you guys tonight, and I can't talk about the new CEX. Honestly, I don't even exactly know what CEX is. What I was able to get, and what I was okay to say, is to understand that its trading volume on this centralized exchange that is coming is no less than $1 billion per day in 24-hour trading volume. So let's take a look at what potential exchanges that could be based on today's 24-hour trading volume. If we scroll down, okay, the cutoff is right here at Bitcoin Exchange. You have Hitbit. You have Hitbit. Did I just? Oh, no, I didn't. All right. Where were we at? Oh, I did good. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, so you have Hitbit as an option, FTX, Upbit, Digifinex, KuCoin, CoinsBit, OKX, Coinbase, LBank, BitTrue, BitCoke, MEXC, DeepCoin. We're already on IndoX, CITEX, AAX, XT, Hotcoin Global, and Binance. Obviously, I have no idea which exchange that is, but when we're talking about this exchange trading at the bare minimal, $1 billion a day in trading volume, some of these other ones down here, they may bounce to that point. So you could say maybe Gate.io, BigX, FMFW. These are all potentials, right? Blackline, how you doing tonight, brother? Welcome to the stream.
How you doing, boss?
So, these are all potentials. We don't know which one it's going to be, but we're adding another opportunity for investors to be able to take their investment, their profits out of DeFi to a centralized exchange that you most of the time don't have to KYC to do, and sell it and not hurt the DeFi chart. I want to make sure everyone understands this thoroughly because we really need to bring this message home to Shido and to the investors because we're a new project. A lot of people are just simply used to taking profits out of DeFi. We don't want to do that, right? We do not want to hurt what we have worked so hard to build and bring back up from a very low floor. BNB is a keen example, right? It would only take a couple sells to drop this down to the 5 level. We're going to do something tonight, though, that's going to make sure that ain't going to happen. And we'll get more to that here in a little bit. But if we can be smart about this, if we can take proper profits, move them to an exchange, and not hurt the DeFi chart, I would encourage you guys to get comfortable and used to doing that. You're going to know what these exchanges are. It's very easy to make an account. Like, for example, I made this IndoX account in about 5 minutes. I watched a quick YouTube tutorial on how to trade. Good to go, man. When this thing goes live, send my assets over here that I want to sell, do a quick sell, send it back to my wallet, cash them out. Life is good. I didn't hurt the DeFi chart. And so, it's just a practice that I really want to drill into everybody's heads and make sure that they understand we have options out there and we can be smart about how we take investments and not hurt our chart. With that, man, Black, how are you feeling about, I don't know if you heard or not, we were just talking about the new CEX. Did you hear that last little bit?
I just got to this.
So I'll run it back down with you. The upcoming centralized exchange that is signed and good to go. Again, we don't know exactly what exchange it is, but we do know it's trading at the bare minimal $1 billion in 24-hour trading volume a day. How you feeling about that?
I'm thinking it's MEXC.
You think it's MEXC? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
We'll see. We'll see what it is. But either way, for me, it's super bullish to see that we've already got we've already got beast exchanges like IndoX, right? We've already got places where we can move and use their liquidity and not mess with our own liquidity, which is the smartest way to do it because we need to build that liquidity pool. So why not send it to an exchange, take their liquidity instead of ours, and keep building our LP pools? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it's super bullish, man. There's a lot of really cool moving parts happening with Shido right now. Bjorn was in chat telling us a little bit ago this afternoon that he signed another new agreement. Announcements to come on that. Nobody knows exactly what that's going to be. I am super excited to find out. We got the centralized exchange coming. November is primed to be a massive month. And, honestly, guys, tonight might be your last opportunity, potentially, to buy at these prices. I mean, we've held pretty consistent over the last about 24-ish hours. And with that, telling you, man, if you're looking to load your position, if you're looking to get a little bit deeper into that, this is probably the time to do it. Especially when we've got these fire sale prices right now. But with that, before we move on to that, let's take a look at a couple more tweets here on our official page. This one came out again. I don't know if anyone has looked at the liquidity protocol governance. Gigs, did you look at this yet? Hey, it looks like we have a bit of a bad echo, so if you guys can do me a favor, if we're not talking, if we can mute mics just to make sure that doesn't occur. Thank you, I appreciate it, guys. All right, cool. Gigs, I'm going to take you off mute real quick because I wanted to ask you first on it here.
Okay.
The liquidity protocol governance. So you haven't had a chance to look at the shit?
I haven't.
All right, so I'll read it to you a little bit here, and I'll blow it up a little bit so you can see it if it'll let me. So basically, you're going to be able to govern the liquidity protocols like you would a DAO. So kind of think of like Luna Classic, where you're able to actually dictate what happens with Luna C. You're going to be able to do that through like a voting for the liquidity protocol governance. What do you think about that?
That's very cool.
So like you can vote for a swap fee, decay time, referral rewards, treasury, price impact fees. Like these are just some of the examples that you'll, as a holder, be able to go in and directly cast your vote on to see which protocol is in place at what time. I thought that was super bullish.
Yeah, very, very bullish. I'm just reading it now.
Yeah, you're good, man. Take your time. Can you see it?
Yeah, very cool.
And it's one more thing where I don't see any other token doing stuff like this, right? We have dropped a wallet that is going to be integrated with all the utilities. It's a one-stop shop. You have liquidity protocol governance. You have a DAO coming out for the project itself. All of these key things coming into play, and we haven't even really begun yet.
No, we're still in.
Queen saying you got a bit of a bad echo there. Do you have something else open on the back end, perhaps like a YouTube video or something?
Me? I don't think. Let me go ahead.
Okay, yeah, take a quick look. No worries. All right, sorry about that, guys. Hey, so Black, while Gigs is coming back in, what are your thoughts on this?
Like, I put it like this, just as an investor in general, we got to give these projects like some leeway where we can't expect new things that like big to happen every day. It's just like any other coin we've ever invested into. We throw money into it, something happens, whether it's bad or good. But the problem is, like, a lot of people have this mindset of like they want to get rich now. They don't want to hear it. So all I can tell people is like, yeah, it's your money that you're throwing in. So in a sense, you do have the right to have concerns, but until when there's actual concerns to worry about, just sit back and relax. Like, the charts are going to fluctuate no matter what. It doesn't matter. We could be on our best day and the market can crash and it'll bring us down too. You got to remember what we're trading with. When ETH goes down, we go down. Same thing with BNB. So when ETH and them go back up, like when we get in bull run with the market, will be good. We can still start our own bull market. by getting more influencers to talk about us and to show the facts. We don't need to do this like we might do this or we might do that. Just make the statement of this is happening next week. We're going to be talking about this next month, so on and so forth. And that'll get people to really trust us. Like when I heard AMA earlier, I was tickled to death. So like everything's all going to be on one app pretty much. You don't need to type up Uniswap, accidentally click the wrong Uniswap and get destroyed. You'll have it on the app. There won't be a mistake. You'll just simply click on what you need. Same thing with the fiats. Like having the card and all that stuff. If you wanted to still work for a time being, but you wanted to just strictly use the Visa for like personal stuff, whether you're bringing your computer, paying bills, whatnot, you can do it like that. You can have like over $1 million in that and just use that for payments rather than like the money that you're actually creating. So you don't need to try to sell nothing. And at some point, we'll make it where it'll be integrated into your bank. So if you wanted to pull some out, you'll have the capabilities. That'll be it for me for now.
No, you're spot on. You're spot on, man. I was asking and also kind of curious, what do you think about the liquidity protocol governance? I think that is going to be super cool to see.
Yeah, like I'm excited about everything that's going on with it. Like we have a lot of stuff going on all at once. It's like in a sense overwhelming. But the governance, I'm a little bit excited about that. Like I'm not fully into that, so like when you bring that up, like I understand, but yet don't. So like I'm not gonna like hype it up by accident.
No, you're good. You're good. No, kind of where I was going with it is just the sheer fact that we have options, right? We're able to vote on things that we want and things that we don't want. I really think is an awesome thing to have added. It's just one more thing that shows that the dev is really truly thinking about this, and he's trying to come to, a consensus that makes everybody happy, right? It does what everybody wants to see. And it literally, it unites every aspect of crypto into one centralized or decentralized piece of utility that the most novice investor can use and the most advanced investor can use. And I think that is really what's going to make Shido as powerful as it's going to become.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, people just need to take a breather. I know we all look at the charts and you see a dip, you get stressed out because you need it. Like there's some people that are desperate where they need it, and I understand that. But if you get too scared and let's say you did sell at a loss, but then it goes up, you kind of just screwed yourself. You need to trust the process, and it's not like we're going to force you to trust it. We're not going to tell you, oh, if you sell, it's over. No, it's understandable. We're all struggling in some way, shape, or form. So just try to be calm. Ask questions. Like we're always in those chats, answering questions and all. And sometimes we even have questions that need to be answered. So just take a breather and just hope for the best. Like they're getting stuff on a roll. You don't hear about any projects that like launch a wallet instantly. Like
exactly.
they've been out for a few months, but they put it out there. It doesn't sound like it has bugs. I think our only bump in the road right now is just waiting for Apple to clear us, say, hey, you're good. We're going to launch it. And we're good. And that's our only bump in the road right now. I don't think we have anything else.
Not really. We've got the 1.1 update that's ready to roll out for both Android and iOS once iOS finally bumps us on the market, which is great. I mean, they've already addressed things that some people want to see changed, and they're ready to do that. So to me, that was super impressive, man, to see a dev that's listening, and like I'm in that other group, the wallet discussions, and I'll tell you, like, anytime somebody puts a comment in there, usually it's either Bjorn or another admin or dev, that answers it directly. You don't get that interaction with a lot of development teams or a lot of cryptos. So, that to me is really exciting. I did want to touch on this comment though. So guys, sorry, I know I'm way behind on comments and I will definitely get there. Star said, I'm new to crypto. Can you talk about some of the Shido scams that were mentioned in the Telegram group? there was something mentioned about a fake listing in DEX tools that I didn't understand. Yes. So, with that, let's go over here. Let me take you off the screen real quick. Boom. What you're gonna find happen sometimes. Honeypots and scams, right? So a honeypot is basically a crypto that you cannot sell. So the deployer can basically just empty it out, and everyone who bought in is SOL. Those are pretty unanimous in the realm of crypto. They happen all the time. Your two best defenses to make sure of that is to always go directly to the website, Shido-Finance, verify the BNB and the Ethereum contract address, and make sure it is the legitimate contract address. There was a fake one on the Ethereum blockchain that wiped out like 17.9 Ethereum. Oh, we got Gigs back. Gigs, how's your mic looking, buddy? You doing better?
Well, you tell me, am I echoing?
A little bit, but not as bad. We'll just have you muted if we're not talking. That way we don't get that kickback. But I think you're okay.
All right, sounds good. Is my video up? Right?
Nope, we don't see you on video.
That's all right. We'll go stay in the shadow. Stay behind the scenes.
Yeah, stay behind the scenes. You're good, brother.
All right, cool.
So, yes. To answer that question for you, there was a fake Shido on DEX tools, and that contract did sell out 17.9 Ethereum. You want to be super careful. So if you ever have questions on how to check that, we'll just pull it up full screen here. If you're on DEX tools, go right over here to this little button right here. You can actually view the contract, and you can see the contract address right over here. That will let you know that is the correct token, and you can compare that contract address directly on the website to make sure it matches. Same thing on the BNB chain. Just click right there, click contract, view that contract address. Make sure that is what you were buying and selling or buying on, to ensure that you're not getting into a rug pull, a honeypot, or anything like that. There is also apparently another Shido Telegram that has like 9,700 members. 90% of that is all bots. It's a scam. If you're in that, please leave that group immediately. We do not want you to fall. We do not want you to fall victim to that. Blackline, you don't have the echo. It's Gigs, but that's okay. It's because he's on an open mic platform in a big room, so it's probably echoing a little bit. But he'll be all right. Not a big deal. We'll work through it.
10-4.
Kind of hit some of these comments here. Larry Appleton says, "Steak and bake, baby. Let's go, Shido." Shido Queen, use an exchange Shido is listed on. Absolutely. Larry says he's excited for the next CEX. Okay, cool. Shido Queen is correcting me here. We are already on CoinsBit. So we're on CoinsBit and we're on IndoX. So those are the two exchanges we currently have. So when you're looking at that list again, we're already on CoinsBit, and you can see CoinsBit right there is trading 1.2 billion. So we're on two major exchanges, one trading 1.2 billion, the other one trading 2.5 billion in 24-hour trading volume. Like, that is super, super bullish. And to know that we're now about to add a third to that, that's trading no less than 8 billion in 24-hour trading volume. Like, there is plenty of opportunities for us to be smart and to take our crypto asset to an exchange and not hurt the DeFi charts. And honestly, Arno would tell you this if he was here. The exchange does not mean you're going to get a massive amount of buys. You're going to see a massive amount of trading volume. But what it does do is it offers a ridiculous amount of exposure, right? Every exchange we get on is that many more eyes on the project, right? They announce it to all the people following them. All those people say, oh, there's a new listing. It's that much more exposure. It's that much more of a reassurance to the crypto community that we are a legitimate project, that we are not going anywhere. We are getting on all these exchanges, very similar to what other big projects in the DeFi space have done and are doing. So, I am super bullish to see that. Really excited that we're getting on that new exchange. And honestly, it's going to do some really awesome stuff. So, that to me, we're going the right direction. And that really is what tonight is all about, is really just hyping up the community, getting excited for what's coming, where we are currently, knowing this new exchange is on its way. I mean, what more can you guys ask for on a new project that is doing nothing but delivering amazing utility, worldwide marketing, and now we're starting to delve into exchanges.
Yeah, and on top of that, people need to realize, getting on exchanges, that gives us exposure, but think of it as we're prepping. So you get on these exchanges where we may be lingering there. There might be some buys, there'll be some sells. Who cares? When it comes down to it, when our wallet and all that is fully complete and it works beautifully, that's when that explosion will happen. Because then at that point we'll be at a couple 100,000 holders. Because like people are gonna be like, oh my god, this is a really good app. It has everything we need in one spot. And then when we go, oh, by the way, we're on all these exchanges, we're everywhere.
Right.
Then people start using those. And like you said, when they go to sell or whatever, they'll go to there, sell it there, so on and so forth. So it's like, just because we get listed on something, it doesn't even matter if we get listed on like Coinbase, like the top exchanges. It doesn't matter. What matters is what we do as a project. So if we sit around playing games with people, it's not going to work out well. But these guys are just rolling through, and they're dealing with any type of, like, I guess I wouldn't even call it FUD, just more like people with high concerns, like and they're approaching it head on.
Absolutely, man.
It's not like they're trying to avoid it. When they're asked the hardcore questions, they try to answer it the best of their abilities. So, like, that's why I invested into it, because it's like, for one, it's low market cap for the time being, low supply. We're not in like in
keyword time being.
Yeah, exactly. It's a newish project. It's only like a few months old, so it's like I can understand it was like over a year in its state at this point. Okay,
Right.
I'd be a little afraid, but it's new, and we're in the very bad bear market, so it's like you got to give it some faith. And you know what? Like what we tell everyone else, only invest in what you can afford to lose. So if you're doing more than that, you're putting yourself in danger. But with this project, for what they're doing, there's not much to fear of.
Not at all, man. I said you were spot on with what you're saying. There's absolutely no fear at this point. But on that note, we've got 15 viewers. I want you guys to do me a favor. I want everybody to go into the Shido Telegram chat, because we are going to go ahead and do our buy contest. So we had a very, very special, amazing investor who decided to go ahead and instead of 500,000 coins, it's 2 million. So what I'm going to do tonight, we're going to play 2 songs back to back. I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes before we do it to go ahead and get your BNB and get your Ethereum ready. I'm going to take screenshots on these 2 price points right here. So these two cells, don't buy anything right now. If you buy right now, it will not count until I say go. On these current cells that are sitting right here, as long as nothing else comes through in the next few minutes, is where it's going to start. The biggest buy in the next 2 songs when we go live is going to win 1 million Shido. 1 on the BNB, 1 on the Ethereum. I will be clear, the reward is going to be in Ethereum. I'm not going to move it to BNB. So if you do win, you're going to receive a transfer from my wallet, one of my wallets, to your wallet, and it's going to show 1 million after tax. It'll be a little different, obviously, because of the transfer tax. But you're going to see an X amount of Shido go to your wallet for winning. So with that, we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to get some music primed up here. I will tell everyone when it's go time, but I'm going to go ahead and give it another minute. I want to see everybody out there on chat right now. I need you guys to spam this. Let everybody know that we are about to do this. We're going to build a green wall. I want to get a green wall tonight. So let's do this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to play Pump It Up tonight, because I feel like that is a fitting song for what's about to happen. While we're giving it a minute for everyone to tune in, to FOMO in, that wants to do the buy contest, we're going to finish out the any comments here if I missed any. It looks like we're good on that front. All right, come on, guys. Let's go. Let's see those comments in the main Telegram chat. Go, go, go. Let's get everybody in there. Give it just a couple minutes here. 3 minutes to get your BNB and ETH ready. Yes, sir. Boom, boom, boom. Give it another couple minutes here. Let's get a few more people in the live, and let's get this rolling tonight. Holy Lord. Let's zoom back out of Twitter. That was terrifying. I zoomed in for gigs there, and I looked at it, I'm like, whoa, good Lord. Yeah, my eyeballs are bleeding. All right, let's give these a quick refresh. Make sure nothing else has come through. Don't do your buys yet. If you're doing a buy right now, it's not counting. Don't do your buy till I say go, please. Do not do your buys. Do not get trigger happy. Appreciate you, but do not get trigger happy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and announce it. So what I'm going to do is a 30-second countdown like you see on the intro video. When that hits 0, you can go ahead and start your buys. So we're going to go ahead and let me take a quick picture here. Okay, we're going to play the 30-second countdown timer. When this ends, all buys count. There we go. All right. All buys at this point now count. You may go. Let's do it. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get those buys going.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, 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 up,
Let's go, guys.
don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
One more time. You got one more round. One more time. Let's go. Don't be leaving the stream. Get your buys. Let's go. This is your last 3 minutes.
Don't you know?
2 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
You pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, 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 don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
All right, that is going to be where we pause. So I don't think we got one on the Ethereum side. Let me take a look. I don't think we had one come through on the ETH side, but we did have a couple on the BNB side. Yep. We did not have a winner on the Ethereum side. So what I will do is move the Ethereum 1 million over to the BNB side. You are going to win it in Ethereum, so an ETH-based version of Shido, but you're still going to win 1 million Shido. Let's take a look. Let's go through and choose our two winners here. All right, so it's going to be wallet ending in 93E6 and 9250. You are the two winners this evening. Congratulations. You will be receiving a transfer from me here shortly. So congratulations, guys. Congratulations on the two winners. Appreciate those who did get in and who did take part. You know, let's continue to do this more often. Let's continue to keep building those green walls as a community. And if we can get more action and more engagement, I will definitely continue to do more contests like that. So let me grab a quick snip of the two winners so that I do not lose you guys. And you will have a transfer coming your way here very soon. So awesome. All right. With that out of the way, kind of final thoughts. You know, we're coming at 7:40. Really, what I wanted to cover tonight, I feel like I covered. A lot of it being just peace of mind on the price action and knowing, guys, that we're in good hands. We've got a great dev. We have an amazing dev team. We are building utility that is groundbreaking to the DeFi space. We are waiting for a bull run. We're building in the bear market. And we're building some amazing utility. We have a massive upcoming CEX that you will know about very soon. We have some amazing features being added to the DEX. I told everyone earlier about the one major one. I'll mention it one more time. We now have a built-in burn mechanism on the Shido DEX. That is being implemented. So what that means for everybody is that we now will burn our native token for every buy and sell that occurs through the DEX. The more people using the Shido wallet, the more people trading, the more people using our utility, the more we're going to burn. So that is super bullish to see. I'm excited to see that we have that is coming on the DEX. No, there's one more feature that's coming that is going to blow everybody's mind. And I will just say that it will make the entire DeFi space, if they choose to do it, very happy. So there's some cool stuff coming with the DEX. We got the Visa card coming soon. We've got the Play to Earn Gaming. You got the DAO. You've got the Perpetual platform, all dropping in December. November and December are going to be amazing bullish months for this project. I safely think that everyone is going to have an amazing Christmas. I feel confident saying that. I think that Santa potentially will bring us maybe the beginnings of the bull run. Blackline, what do you think, man? Do you think Santa's going to drop us the bull run? Do you think we're still going to be in a bear market? What are your thoughts, man?
I think it will still be in a bear market, but that's a lot of stuff that's going to be released for Shido on the way there. So we'll have our own bull run, but the market overall, I would still say bear for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna see maybe a relief bounce, and I think we're gonna see a little bit of an uptrend kind of as we move into January. But what I'm hoping there is the potentials of a bull run, right? Like the potential of us moving to the right direction and seeing hopefully the beginnings of a turnaround for the crypto market in whole, and a little bit of relief for everyone who's been holding through probably what I would consider one of the most audacious and grueling bear markets. I know Arda will tell you 2018 was intense. I can't speak to the 2018 bear market. I wasn't here for that one, but I heard it was pretty wild. In a lot of ways, kind of mirrors what's happening today. So I don't know if you were through the 2018 bear market or not.
I was a wee little grasshopper when I saw, yeah, at that time.
A wee little grasshopper. I love it. Well, Gig, I'm going to give you the mic. I'd like to hear your thoughts, man. What do you think we're going to see by December, brother? What are you feeling?
Well, I don't know if we're going to call it a bull market yet. I think that we're kind of bottomed out in the bear market. So that's kind of thing. I don't see us dropping much more across the board with, with everything. What do I know? But that's what I feel. I think that we've been kind of bottom for a long time. And, I think we can only go up from here. We jump by December, maybe. I do know that when it starts happening, it's probably going to keep going. So, who knows?
Yeah, man, for sure, dude. It's if we get the beginnings of a bull run, in November, moving into December, January, that would be great. My honest thought on it, and I'll be real, I think until what's happening in Ukraine with Russia and the global situation as a whole begins to simmer and calm down, I don't think we're going to see the run that we all want. I feel that's more probably 2024 at this point. But that's okay, right? Because we'll see some relief, we'll see some rallying, and we're in good hands. And we're in a project that continues to deliver, execute, and build in the bear market, pumping to a utility that is absolutely going to change the DeFi space. And I couldn't be happier to be a part of it. With that, though, I want to go ahead and do closing thoughts with my guests tonight. Gig, I'm going to let you go first on this one. You got the mic. Anything you'd like to tell the viewers that are watching this evening? Final thoughts before we close out the stream. The mic is yours, sir.
Well, my thought is basically that we're sitting in a great spot right now. Just for the fact that the bull market didn't start yet is a very positive thing, because right now we're setting ourselves up for success in the future. And you probably don't want the bull run to happen until we have all our pieces in place, which we're doing now. I felt like it's more important to have the utility in place and then worry about all the large tier ones. We're doing that. And you kind of want the tier ones to come, right before or during the run. But if we get ourselves set up right now the way we're doing it, where else would you want to be?
No, man, I agree. I love it. Black, you got final thoughts, man? What do you got?
Yeah, just hang in there. Like, ultimately, we get in now. You could still make a lot of money off this regardless. Like, just imagine when we get to like a $5 billion market cap, we still have the capabilities of doing that. Just because the bear market exists doesn't mean we can't excel. It's our resolve that matters, not necessarily the market altogether. And then think of it like this: you hit the $5 billion market cap, then we hit a bull run. That's going to amplify big time, because all that Ethereum that is basically staying inside Shido. So just for people that are concerned, just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Like, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask us in Telegram.
Yeah, no, I love it. A couple things, closing thoughts for me. Composite price is 406309. We're on a nice uptrend. We look down here on our 7-day average. You guys can see that, we're gaining ground back, right? This was kind of where we started to kind of move down a little bit. We definitely had some lows there. But what I love to see about this chart, and I'll touch on this briefly here, is that even when we hit a low, we fight to gain it back. Our volume right now is not the highest. Obviously, we're a new project, we're in a bear market, and we're a utility-driven project. And we're not a meme coin. We're not a hype coin. That people are pumping and dumping. So the volume is not insane volume. And so for that alone, to see a chart as healthy as that. Because I mean, if I flip it to the 1 month, there's the trend, right? There's the trend you want to see. And you can see that through every one of these dips we've had very healthy consolidation, and we've always gone back up and gained that ground. And on a 1 month chart, that's what you want to see in a project. So, for me, closing thoughts, super bullish, guys. Make sure you do me a favor. You get out there and you shill the project. You get out there on Twitter. Don't hang out in Telegram and say, please, pump my bag price, or why is the price falling? Don't ask a silly question like that, because we need you to step up and help continue to build this community, to continue to rally, to get out on Twitter, to get to these big influencers and say, hey, this is a project worth you looking at. This is something that needs to be on your radar, right? Work for your bag. It's not hard. Get out there, retweet what I put out there, retweet what Shido Queen, what Gigs, what Black, what other individuals are putting out there in the Telegram chat. And if you do that alone is going to make a massive difference, right? Work for your bag, get on these live streams, promote the people that are out there talking about Shido, whether it's me, another YouTuber, it does not matter. Get on their channel and leave a positive comment. Tell them you're excited. Tell them why they need to look at this project, because that is what's going to help us move forward, right? So, and then, some sailors said here, True Social is growing fast. And hey, that's a valid point. We may look to move to other platforms too. True Social is another huge social media platform, very similar to Twitter. So huge shout out, man. I appreciate the heads up on that. And who knows, crypto may start to evolve on multiple platforms. And, it is in a way, but really Twitter is kind of its main platform at this point. I would tell you guys is just continue to shill, continue to get out there and talk about the project, build the community, right? We have a development team that's building on the back end. We need to support that development team by doing our jobs, and that's getting out there and talking about what they're creating. So, with that, understand prices are going to rise, prices are going to fall. This happens in every great project. The biggest titans in the crypto space are dealing with the same thing that we're dealing with, right? Everybody is dealing with the bear market and price action. But you got to have resolve, you got to have faith in the project, and you got to understand what you're in. Read the white paper before you invest. Do your own due diligence and your own research. And, together, let's continue to rise and let's continue to win. There doesn't need to be hate, dissension, frustration, or anger in the DeFi space, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all here to do one thing, and that's make money. I don't care what projects you're in. I don't care how loyal and passionate you are. We're all here to make money. The DeFi space is big enough for every project out there. Let's go get those gains. Let's go get the money. And with that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I hope you had a good time. I hope everyone got pumped up with the buys. We got a little bit more of a green wall coming in, so thank you for those that are continuing to do some buys. It means a lot to the community. We appreciate you helping support that price floor. Those doing it now, you are future whales coming soon. So just know, when this runs, and this will run, it's going to sustain itself. We are going to a zero tax token. We're going to be fully funded and paid through the utilities. And the doubters, they'll have their time, right? The people that say this will go nowhere will be the ones who miss the bus. They will miss the rocket. And those that got in early, you guys are going to make some great money. And you're going to change your lives. And that's what it's all about. So I want to thank my two guests tonight, Black Lion and Giga, for popping in. I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. I look forward to talking to everybody here soon. I'm going to sign it out for the night, and we'll see you next Tuesday for episode 4. And hopefully we've got Arno back on the show, and we'll dive more into technicals and, get into some of his favorite conversations. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Take care.
Thanks for having me.
It was good to have you guys. Take care.